Hello, Steve Hart, Trek Boy 89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, Starships. Fanhome has announced the first wave of ships they're doing. They've announced 20 ships, and the first wave is 6 ships. There's the Stargazer from Picard, there's the Titan, the Enterprise F, the Shrike, the Farragut, and the Ilios. So they're only doing modern ships from the new Kurtzman series and JJ films. So that's going to limit their appeal because they're not as well known, they're not as iconic, and some fans don't like those shows. But Starship collectors don't really care about politics or canon or multiverses and universes and so forth. They just like the Starships, so they're probably going to buy them anyway. They don't care about culture wars, they just care about Starships. So I can see it doing well, but it's only going to appeal to that crowd, and the other lines mostly did anyway. There was some controversy about the Eagle Moss ships because they were selling really well, they were popular, but the company went out of business, not because the Starships weren't selling, just because they mismanaged the company. And some people were trying to act like, oh, it went out of business because they were selling the new ships as well as the old ones and blah, blah, blah. It had nothing to do with that. Those ones sold well as well because, like I said, the Starship collectors, they don't care about politics. They don't care about culture wars. They just care about Starships. So this will do okay, but it does seem limited. I wonder if they'll continue to try to expand it past the first 20 if it does well. Because if they're limited to just the Kurtzman or JJ Trek universe, which is a separate universe from the original canon universe and all that, where do they go after that? Like, the other ship lines did most of them already, so they'd have to do them in bigger scale or different, because people aren't going to buy the same ones over again just because it's a different line, unless they're really good. And that's the problem. If they do really better versions, then people will be basically upgrading all the ones they already had. Some people don't want to do that. So I don't know if they're just going to if they're just being cautious in announcing the first 20 and then they're going to try and expand it if it does well. I have no idea. But I mean, I don't really buy the little Starships. I know these ones are a little bit smaller than the average ones they have. I think they're about 6 to 8 inches. They're doing some bigger ones I think they're at like 11 inches for like $65, whereas regularly they're $45 to $55. It's a subscription base, so the pre-orders are going up September. The orders are going to be out in November, and then they'll be selling them to like the general public like the month after. We've got 16-page booklets and all that, which is nice because having the little booklet to look at the story of the ship, the fiction, the production, it sort of creates a whole little experience. So I like that they actually package the books and the toys together. I think that's good. That's always been something that's really effective. I've only got a couple of them because if you've got a 10 or 20 or 30 inch Starship, why do you need one of these? I would only buy them if it was one that wasn't released as a model, and the only way you get it was as a miniature like this. So there's a few I still might get from that line, but I didn't have the money when they're on sale, so they're going to cost me a fortune. It's at scalper rates now, but there's only like 4 or 5 that I actually want, and they were just ones that weren't released as models. And that was sort of the appeal. They did all the odd little Starships that were in like one episode and stuff like that. But they can't do that so much with the new shows because they only did 10 episodes a season, and then mostly it was just one story stretched over a whole season, so you didn't get like the ship of the week and stuff like that sort of thing, or the alien of the week or whatever. So I'm curious how far they can stretch it, or even if they want to. Maybe they just see it as a limited thing. But then what's next? What are the Starship collectors going to collect next if they don't do that? So it'd be curious to see how it goes. Can't think of anything else. There was a little bit of information about Discovery Season 5. They have released like reviews of the season box set. It seems pretty ordinary, deleted scenes, one deleted scene, one commentary on the final episode from the director and Soneca Martin Green, I think one of the producers. Just gag reels and featurettes and stuff on production and just the usual stuff you expect from a TV series box set. And the only real thing I noticed that was out of the ordinary was there was a 57-minute roundtable with Kurtzman and a bunch of others. Aside from that, seems pretty normal now. They are doing a series box set for 5 seasons, and they're going to have an extra disc, but there was no mention of that. That's what I was interested in, wanted to look at, but I couldn't see anything about it. So that's like all the Star Trek product news that I know of at the moment. The Fanhome line has finally been announced, and Star Trek Discovery is doing a fairly standard DVD box set for the season, and we don't know anything about the extra disc in the series box set yet. So yeah, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.